Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be doing a reading here where we get some messages from your spirit guides. So this can be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement really. The other thing is try to detach from the exact timeline on when this will happen. In other words, try to detach from placing a time limit on this. In other words, there have been a few of these readings that I've done for these spirit guide messages where it goes all the way out to February. Some have been for November, some have been for October. Just keep in mind, right? It could be now until the end of the year. During the reading, I'll get a specific time frame, or I'll try to get a specific time frame, but just something to consider. So Spirit guides, I ask you to give us some messages here for the Leos that are present. What has been going on for Leos here recently? Can I have three cards? 3 cards, please. All right, so you have the Hierophant, you have the King of Wands. Can we get one more card here? And you have the Four of Pentacles. So the Hierophant, I thought immediately, obviously, this is the card of Taurus. So, some of you could be dealing with a Taurus here. I do think that there are people kind of in your path right now. Or, sorry, there have been some people in your path here recently, because this is your spirit team showing you what's been going on recently. So if you look at this illustration of the Four of Pentacles, you can see the 3 people sort of vying for this person's attention here. Okay, they are, vying for their attention, or they're handing them pentacles or whatever it is, right? They're kind of admiring this guy. And, with this Four of Pentacles, it is interesting because it is a card of stability. It is, traditionally, it's a card of like, you having a solid footing in the ground or in the earth, or, in your situation, specifically like financially. The thing is with that, imagery of this card and the fact that you have this King of Wands Hierophant, I do think that there are kind of people vying for your attention at this time in some ways. And, you see this symbolism here. This has been showing up for many people in these readings, but you see this hand coming out of the cloud, right? And in tarot, you'll see, in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, you'll see the hand coming out of the cloud offering a wand or a pentacle or a cup or a sword or whatever. And in this case, it's a wand, right? And so this is the idea of the universe kind of inviting you or giving you some type of invitation. With the King of Wands, this is somebody who's entrepreneurial, okay? This is somebody who, if they're not entrepreneurial, they're business-minded. They love what they do for their job. They love what they do for their career. And you have it here with the Hierophant, which can represent your organization, the company that you work for. So for you, what I'm seeing here is, for some of you, you have people in the workplace who admire you. For some of you, I think you've been really making progress. You've really been making progress here, Leo. And also, look at the lion, right? That's your energy. And I think this King of Wands is absolutely you, which, by the way, I don't attach gender to my cards, which if you watch my readings. And so this doesn't matter what gender you are the King of Wands in this case, okay? And, I think people view you as a leader. I think people really respect you and the work that you do. Let's go ahead, let's clarify this Hierophant. All right, can we get a clarification on the Hierophant, please? Wow, okay, so you have the Queen of Wands too. So you have the Queen of Wands. In a love reading, the King and the Queen of Wands is certainly a good sign because that is a counterpart. You're attracting work opportunities, right? Queen of Wands is about attraction. The Hierophant, again, this can be your workplace. You're definitely attracting opportunities in your field of employment, or quite literally in your job here. And what I will say is, do not lose sight of what makes you special and what makes you authentic. I know that sounds cliche and corny and whatever, but that's really a message here. I'm also feeling guided to take this card, which is the Chariot. Oh my gosh. So I'm pretty sure the Chariot has come in every reading that I've done for these spirit message readings. which is not a bad thing. It's just kind of funny to me. It's just really funny to me here that the Chariot's been coming in. Actually, the Chariot is a very, very good sign. And you can see the illustration in this deck here. This person they're getting in the Chariot, right? So they're ready, they're preparing for a trip, or they're preparing to leave. Really, instead of preparing to leave, it's more like they're preparing to charge forward, is kind of the better way of looking at it. Also, it's this idea of as above, so below. The Sphinxes are a reminder of the earth, and the star pattern on the Chariot is a reminder of the universe. This person, as they take action, the universe will meet them halfway, as above, so below. And with you, it's clear here that you have really taken appropriate action in the past here in work. This has really led people to look up to you with this Four of Pentacles. People view you, maybe, you know what just came into my mind? You might be considered to be a thought leader in some respects in your field or in your work. But I think some of you have stepped into leadership. Some of you may have moved your organization. Like you may have taken a job at a different place, at a different organization. And this might have been because it was an upward move to become, you may have taken a leadership role in another organization. Can we clarify the Four of Pentacles? All right, one card. So we have the Eight of Wands here. Is that the Eight of Wands? Yes, that's the Eight of Wands. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands here. You love the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is all about good news coming in from a distance or just something that happens quickly. It can talk about, it's a breakthrough card indicating that things are moving along, things are pushing ahead. It is good movement forward in work. It is travel by air or travel by flight. You do have two travel cards. Actually, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands can be considered travel. Chariot is typically around travel by vehicle. Some of you have moved to take a leadership role or a higher paying role or a higher role at a different place. This is a pretty heavy work reading. So yeah, definitely love this here, what's been going on for you. On the bottom of the deck, you do have the Magician. Again, you can see the invitation here from the universe. I think for some of you, this was about this new role you've stepped into in your career. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what messages are coming in here in the current situation. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for Leo here in the current situation? What do you want to show Leo? All right, so we have a card that just fell out here. All right, so you have the Five of Cups showing up here. All right, let's get two more cards. We get two more cards here for Leo in the current situation. All right, too many. These two are what we need. Okay, so you have the Fool, interesting, and you also have the Six of Cups. You know, why do I get the feeling that some of you feel like a fool for moving? Some of you have moved to a new place, and some of you feel like a fool. And you know what I feel like saying is, like, if you've been through cycles of disappointment in the past, this isn't going to repeat. Okay, just because somebody hurt you in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And I do think that that's also a message that some people need to hear here. Yeah, just because there have been, I don't know, maybe workplace bullies, or just because you've worked maybe with, you know, with challenging boss figures in the past, it doesn't mean that this is going to be how it is all of the time for you. The Fool is a powerful new journey, okay? And the key word is powerful. It is like all four aces in one card. And the idea is that this is something, it only comes forward when you're ready. The Fool card only comes forward when you're ready. But some of you feel foolish for whatever reason. And I would say, you know, be careful of the way that you view yourself here, because other people view you with respect. Other people Honestly, I feel like genuinely, I feel like other people would like to be you or be in your position here, Leo. Like, I feel like you inspire people. I feel like people would love to be in your spot or your position. Can we clarify the Five of Cups? Let's get one card to clarify the Five of Cups. Yeah, simple. You have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a builder. You can see the mallet. And the Eight of Pentacles is the major talent card in the tarot. Simple as that, okay? This is somebody who is extremely skilled and knowledgeable in their craft. And they're dedicated. One of the key words with the Eight of Pentacles is dedication. And it is possible that just some people are not as dedicated as you. And, you know, it's because they're not in alignment with what they want to do. You're in alignment with what you want to do. And that's very clear here to me. So, you know, the other thing about this Eight of Pentacles is it is good movement forward, okay? So you have like 3 cards that I would classify as like good movement forward energies with the Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Eight of Wands. In this case, it's good movement forward in your work or your business life. And so, you know, I think keep developing those skills. You're chiseling, you're getting chiseled here with your skill development, with your experiences that you're learning. Obviously, you know, if you've never been in like a leadership role, stepping into that is a new experience. You're gonna have to keep learning, right? You're gonna have to keep learning if you've never led a group of people before, you know. Well, you probably wouldn't be in a position to take that if you haven't before, but you know, it's a different level, right? It's like, yeah. It's like, well, I guess you have to start you have to start at ground zero. It's you know, you have to start somewhere, right? And so, you know, for some of you, you may be just leading you know, you may be leading people for the first time or something like that. And yeah, I think that as you move into this new situation, you're gonna have to keep learning. Let's clarify the Fool. You have the Queen of Cups. Can we clarify the Six of Cups? Wow, you have the Wheel of Fortune showing up here. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is one of the major intuition cards. Yeah, it's one of the major intuition cards. And, you know, the Queen of Cups says that you have the ability to trust your, obviously you have the ability to trust your intuition or feel, or really tap into the feeling of a situation. And so as a leader, you would be somebody who leads from the heart space. You would be somebody who leads from a place of emotion. And you would be a leader who really seeks to understand what people are going through. And in other words, empathy. Empathy. Queen of Cups is about empathy. And I would say take it easy on yourself here with the Fool and the Queen of Cups. You know, it's not easy to take a leap of faith like the Fool does, but if, like the Chariot, as you take one step forward, the universe will meet you there. But if you don't take that step forward, right, the universe is like, all right, we'll just park out here, right? We'll just wait. We'll wait for you to do it. And that's the idea. That's the idea that I think your guides want. I think the guides want you to know that right now. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of your destiny. It says that there are changes coming. And with the Six of Cups being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, what you were doing for a long time, that needs to, like, Spirit is like, okay, we need you to move into something else. Okay, it's time, you know, the ship has sailed. Like, we need to move you into something else here. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Amazing. So the Ten of Pentacles is all about major abundance here and really building a legacy for yourself. Let's go ahead and, Spirit Guides, please bring some messages forward here. Show us what the outcome is for Leo. What is the outcome here for Leo? All right. Can we get, interesting, can we get one more card here? Three of Swords, Four of Wands. Can we get one more card here? And the Chariot. The Chariot again is here, star of the show. Okay, this is gonna work out, right? So here's the thing, you know, with this Five of Cups and the Three of Swords, it is possible that some of you are just concerned that you're disappointing somebody that's important to you. You may just be concerned that you're disappointing somebody important to you here. Yeah, that could be it. And, sometimes in life we have to make you moves. We have to make us moves, and I think you're making a you move. And, that might look like leaving behind some of the people that you used to work with or whatever. I think that that's probably the closest thing. It may also mean like maybe initially, I'm not saying this is going to be forever, but maybe initially you have a little bit less time at home. Because I do see this Four of Wands, which is a card of marriage, and you have the Hierophant here, which is also marriage, and you have a counterpart. So it may mean that there's like initially a little bit less time with your significant other. That could also be the case. That could also be showing up here. All right. But the thing is, you're moving into something new. You're moving into something new here with the Chariot. Also, if you look here, the wagon, I think they're going off to their honeymoon. And the idea is that they're moving into something new. So let's clarify this Three of Swords, please. Can we get a clarification on the Three of Swords? It's this card. Okay, you have the Moon. Yeah, so the idea is that something is not as it appears with the Moon, and it is possible that, but the other thing with the Moon is it's something that's temporary, right? It's a temporary situation. And so, if you, the pain that you feel, so the pain that you feel here in moving on from something, or in leaving someone, or in leaving an organization, or moving on from it, you'll work through that pretty quickly, I feel. And it's because this is in alignment with you. Let's see what can we get a clarification on the Four of Wands? Okay, you have the Two of Pentacles. Don't wait for the ship to sail here, okay? Don't spend time going back and forth like this juggler is. Don't spend time going back and forth. Don't wait for the ship to sail away. Okay, get on the ship, because that's what the Chariot's doing, right? They're well on their way here. Right? They started off, in this reading, we started off here with you getting in the Chariot, and you're well on your way here. And so it's almost like this energy of like, don't back down now. Can we get a clarification on the Chariot? One card, please. What is the clarification on the Chariot? It's definitely this one. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Can we clarify that card? Do you have a clarification for that card? The Five of Cups. So Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups coming in with the Chariot. It's like, wow, don't let the ship sail away without you, okay? Is what I feel like saying here, like pretty heavily in this reading. Like whatever you're moving into is aligned for you, it seems like. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. You're concerned about how this might affect another person. As you see here, the two people. Actually, in the normal illustration, this person isn't here. It's just this person. And, this idea is that one of the things with the Nine of Wands is this person, it could suggest that they're annoyed by somebody. So it is interesting that this other person is here. And so some of you are a little bit concerned about how your decision might affect other people, which means that you have a high degree of empathy, I think. I definitely think that I am definitely talking to some, we can call it empaths, or, somebody, people who have high degree empathy, high EQ people, okay? And I definitely feel like this is kind of the group that I'm talking to, because you're making a you move, and that's okay. It's okay to do that. Let's go ahead. Can we get 6 cards here to clarify? So you have Thief and Courtship. Okay. Can we get 4 more cards here? Can we get 4 more cards to clarify? Okay, you have Unexpected Income, Family Room, False Person, ouch. Can we get 1 more card here? This is the card. And Pathway. Very nice. Okay. I say ouch because Thief and False Person are the 2 cards that are the 2 major challenge cards in the Kipper. Now, listen, 1 or 2 cards never make a reading, so you've had overwhelmingly positive cards here. It's almost like there's somebody who's trying to block you from entering the Chariot. Okay, This reading is all about you entering the chariot and you know, going down the road and realizing that as you do that, you know, the universe will meet you there, as above, so below. And you know, the truth is that, you know, what is meant for you cannot be taken away from you. So it's like this person that's like trying to potentially interfere, Spirit is like, no, we're not going to let that happen. We're not going to let that happen, but it's up to you as well. Like, right? Hopefully you understand. Like, you have to set a boundary. 9 of Wands is about setting a boundary. Where did we have that? I think somewhere. Where did we have the 9 of Wands? Somewhere here. Oh, here we go. 9 of Wands, setting a boundary. And, you know, the universe is like, we're not going to let this be ruined, but you have to do your part as well, Leo. And that looks like you setting a boundary. Because the future here with unexpected income and pathway is extremely bright. You have no idea what you're going to meet along your path, right? Like along the road, you're going to meet so many cool people, see so many cool things, but you'll never get to experience that unless you get in the chariot and go. Yeah, somebody's concerned that this isn't going to work out. Maybe it's you, maybe it's another person. This is aligned for you. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Also, let me know what you think of this new format if you're still here and you're still watching. I definitely really enjoy doing these. But yeah, if you'd like to see more of these, let me know. I'll see you in the next reading.